Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, you already know what to do. Smash that like button. This is gonna be another amazing video. Let's get this video like 20,000 likes. Share with your friends and families. Good vibes only. Just know if you're going through a tough time, we're going through this thing called life together. You're never in it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But look, we're gonna hop into this video. It's been a lot of strange things happening in the world. And y'all already know we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna review these things, and let's get it.
NTP toxicity study that was done by the United States government. It was released on November 1st, 2018. They did it on nocturnal mammals. They used 1G, 2G, and 3G phones. Okay, this is way before 5G. In those animals, they found humongous problems. You can look this study up on the internet. Every G causes a different resonance problem. Like 1G isn't equivalent to 5. 4 isn't equivalent to 5.
And you mean like different tuning fork issue?
Correct. Certain people have different mitochondrial haplotypes. We also have different skin types. Every single screen, have you ever stopped and asked yourself why we need Dan Huber's glasses? Because they have found through the programs that the government sponsored, at Tulane Neurosurgery and Neurology, it's called MK Ultra, that they were able to control people through light waves, wires in their head to figure out how they can control the behavior of monkeys. That's actually was done in a place close to where I went to medical school. I knew about all of these studies.
So we can be controlled by light waves?
No, not we can, we are.
We are.
Okay, update your knowledge base. Why does every computer have a blue light screen? Why doesn't it come pre-loaded with Flux or Iris? Well, there's a reason for that. Do you know what the reason is? Because the blue light lowers your dopamine and melatonin level so that you become addicted. Who got that information first? Was it the CIA through the MK Ultra program? No, it wasn't. It was the mafia. You know how they got it? It's how they build Las Vegas. They put a city in a desert, in a geopathic stress zone, has shitty water, shitty magnetism, but great light. And then what they do, they put casinos out there, blocked all the light, and put one-armed bandits in there that made nothing but blue light. You know what the mafia found out by doing that? They didn't have to use a gun to stick you up to steal your money. Then they got even smarter. Then they started getting really pretty girls deliver you alcohol drinks for free. So dopamine levels fell sooner. You gave them your money faster. But, hey, can we somehow stop putting the wires in the monkey's head and maybe think about how to do this differently? Because you know that wires in the head deliver electricity, brain works on a DC electric current. That should mean that it must work on light at some level. Well, along comes the people in Silicon Valley in the 50s and 60s, and we get semiconductors. What do we know about semiconductors? When you put electric into it, it makes what? LED. What does LED stand for? A light emitting diode. That's kind of interesting. So when you see the science developing all at the same time, and you realize the criminals were smarter than the centralized doctors. Didn't I tell you that story about the Colombian drug cartel? Isn't this funny how the same thing is happening again? So a guy named Delgado, who is a PhD researcher, he went down to Mexico, where you took your mom, and he put the wires directly into the bull's head and put the guy in there, and they had a remote controller, and they stopped the bull right away from running in to the guy, electrically. So then the next part of the experiment was
without electrocution, just electric.
Oh no, you're not going to get
waves.
Electrocuted. It's just electricity.
Yeah.
You modulate the frequency. Look, it's just like Lutron shades you have in your house. You turn it up and down, the light goes up and down. Same thing with these controllers. So the next step in their program was let's get rid of the wires. Let's just put a microchip that's a semiconductor in the brain, kind of like Elon Musk is doing right now with Neuralink, right? Scary, huh? And what do? They were able to control electrically, photoelectrically, wirelessly. So then what did they next do? They said, could we use light to do the same thing? And guess what they magically found? That when you use light, you can control mammals. Their patent attorneys, they own all the patents for blue light technology through screens. Do you think that potentially that all of these things have been used to control different things around you and doing different things? The answer is yes. Why is digital babysitting so successful for parents? Because the baby becomes much easier to control. Have you ever tried to take an iPad away from a 2-year-old that's already addicted to it? One of the things it cleaves to beta endorphin. What is beta endorphin? The natural opiate that your brain makes. So guess what? When you're around this electromagnetic pollution, you lose that beta endorphin, so you need an exogenous hit from dopamine or from, that's how this works. This all came from this study. But I want you to know it graduated from covert work done at institutions like Tulane, at Johns Hopkins, at the Mayo Clinic, at Harvard University. Then it jumped into big tech. Remember the old screens? We didn't use those screens that used to play those stupid video games. Now they became blue lit. And guess who owns all those patents? The guys that control the algorithms. Oh, didn't I mention algorithms to you about centralized medicine? So let me ask you a question. Do you make more or less money when you have obedient idiots as your target audience?
Man, look at this bitch ass nigga right here, man. I'm gonna shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh.
I don't think y'all understand the amount of animosity you gotta have in your bones to do this shit. Like, look at this shit. I want y'all to process this, bro. Arms at the side, crazy as hell. Bro, looking you dead in your shit. His feet is parallel with his head. He could low-key clear the roof. How fast was he going? I could understand sliding on the hood of the car, maybe jumping on top of the car. Yo, this nigga cleared the car like these. I just know when he hit that ground.
When I came down.
Ask yourself, how fast do you have to go to do this?
Crime. I call it Biden migrant crime. They're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen before. And you're reading it like these three incredible young girls over the last few days.
Look at his face.
What is going on, bro?
And he just had the funeral for this
my
girl, 12 years
gosh,
old.
bro.
This is horrible what's taking place.
Is this
What's
real
taking
life,
place
bro?
in our country. We're literally an uncivilized country now. He doesn't want it to be. He just doesn't know. We opened the borders. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And we have to get a lot of these people out, and we have to get
Oh
them
my
fixed,
gosh,
because they're
man.
gonna destroy our country.
What are we gonna
Just take
do,
a look
bro?
at where they're living. They're living
What are
in
we
luxury
gonna do,
hotels
man?
in New York City and other
It's
places.
crazy.
Our veterans.
Terms acceptable to you?
First of all, our veterans and our soldiers can't stand this guy. They can't stand him. They think he's the worst commander-in-chief, if that's what you call him, that we've ever had. They can't stand him. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, Trump sound like, hey, bro. Trump, he been holding on to that shit, yo. He been holding on to that. I'm sorry, yo. Came in mad, didn't he? Biden was disgusted.
Okay, guys, look at this video. I posted it a couple of weeks ago. This was on my way home the other night, and I'm not driving before anybody comes at me. I am a passenger. So this moon, some people in the video called it pink moon. I was calling it blood moon. I was asking for biblical terms or whatever because it was so large. This video doesn't even do it justice, okay? So all the way home, it's orange, it's huge. I mean, it's like a ball of fire. When I'm trying to get home to take some better images, when I get home, the trees are in the way, so I wait like 30 minutes, okay? And I'm literally 5 minutes from the spot where I'm videotaping this. Get home, and it's literally bright white. It changes colors. But look at the end of this video. This was taken in my hometown, 20 minutes from my house today. Look at this picture. What is going on with these images? From what I took to this, can anybody explain that?
I've seen it do some weird things too. Y'all let me know.
Oh shit, man. Y'all look at this. I don't see it all, man. Y'all watch y'all damn children, man. This world is getting crazy, man. Face swapping. They taking little kids' faces and throwing it on grown-up ass faces, man. Motherfucker, you can't. How the fuck is this even possible, bro? Like, look at this. No motherfucker don't know when you're happy, mad, sad. But what makes this crazy that y'all actually doing this, man? You look at this lady face down here at the bottom, man. Look at her. You don't put on another kid face. How did you get this kid face is my fucking question. Y'all comment below because this shit is kind of disturbing when you really think about this shit. Who fuck faces you taking? Y'all motherfuckers, and you know it was organ donor. You gotta watch your organs around here. Now I gotta watch my damn face? Man, this motherfucker, bro. Like, come on, bro. The goddamn doctor need to be arrested, man. Come on, man. How much some shit like this cost, man? Y'all.
That don't hurt. They just digging in the new eye skin and shit. Like, that's bothering me. That's bothering me. That's why I don't put, organ donor. They get you up out of there early. We need that piece.
Comment below because at the end of the day, man, who's giving up their beautiful face to put up on you?
As soon as you put organ donor, they gonna be auctioning like, hey, when we want this mug to expire because I need those eyes or I need that ass from them.
What is you doing? Why? I'm sure all kind of escaped convicts is doing shit like this. All you gotta do is ask the motherfucker a question. He ain't gonna have no expression. This shit crazy. I'm out.
Shout out to Keefe D. Stop pump faking and save your life. And tell them who paid you to say the shit that you said. Because you getting poked up and getting your ass beat in jail. And Reggie Wright got you tailor-made to fit for a goddamn casket. I met your son, Keefe. He's a good man. He follows me on TikTok. He made me change my mind about you. 6 months ago, I ain't getting no fuck what happened to you. Today, I'm praying for your life. Every day. Because I want you to live to tell the truth. Because the second you do, Valletta Wallace can finally get justice. The second you do, maybe Aaliyah's family will be held accountable for what they turned their heads to. And maybe Hype Williams will be charged for conspiracy to commit murder.
There's a story about a group of non-human entities known as the Tall Whites that may possibly be introduced to humans as a benevolent, godlike species. But this race is far from peaceful according to first-hand accounts. This first-hand account is told by Charles James Hall, a nuclear physicist, ex-military American weather specialist, and author. He claims to have seen and worked with these beings known as the Tall Whites. They were principally involved in technology transfers with the U.S. military. But Hall was told by his superiors that every person who had previously held the assignment he had been seriously attacked or at least warned away on threat of being unalived. They didn't see Hall as a being of value. They actually referred to him as their pet. They have what we would call serious issues over control. They felt the need to control their pet, just as they observed us controlling ours. On one occasion, the beings even turned on Hall without warning, grievously wounding him in the neck and leaving him to bleed his life away in the desert dust. In that desperate situation, alone and miles from any human help, Hall found a way to save his own life by using his body weight to press his wound against the soft earth, stemming the flow. This was one of the most eerie things the Tall Whites did, as if telling Hall, "We have power over you and expect you not to make it, but will applaud you if your tenacity and will to live allows you to pull through." Hall's own words about first encountering the Tall Whites were, "When you encounter the Tall Whites, it's such a shock. You are not sure if you are looking at a ghost or an angel, or if you are dreaming." He said they are about 8 feet tall. They look very human-like besides a few key factors. Firstly, the Tall Whites are extremely fragile in comparison to humans. They have pale chalk-white skin, as pale as a piece of paper. They also have platinum white short hair and they wear an all-white suit. Something interesting is the way they write. The way they write looks very similar to ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. The scariest part about this story is when Hall said these beings can go out into the world and pass as humans by disguising themselves. The Tall Whites live much longer than humans, between 600 to 800 years, and they are far more advanced than humans. One piece of technology they have is a weapon that can energetically hypnotize a person. They have scouting aircrafts as well that look like this.
We wipe their memories with anesthetics, so they can't tell us what it was like to be all the way in.
So I actually remember mine. 10 years later, and these details are still vivid. Yes, I saw what they were doing to my body. Yes, I was walking around the hospital. Yes, I went to other rooms. We can all visit the past, present, and future anytime we want. I definitely saw the future. And I woke up from a coma 37 days later knowing a whole bunch of shit I was not supposed to know.
Hey, yeah, remember that? Yeah, remember what happened to a few people that we had on the channel? They were in comas and they heard everything that people were saying, and they were listening for years. They were in coma for years, and these people heard their family members say that they wish they were dead, and all the confessions and stuff that they were making sitting by their bedside is actually pretty amazing to think about, because we are energy. When we go to sleep at night, we leave this body to recharge the body, right? So we're traveling wherever we're going. Most people don't have access to your pineal gland, so therefore you can't remember, where you at, and where you traveling in the universe, but it's pretty interesting to think about, though. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because these things really do happen.
So I'm gonna ask this question from y'all, and I'm gonna need a clear answer. What in the fuck is this? This literally had to be some kind of alienated insectoid, because I have never ever seen nothing like this. Like, fam, are we looking at a transparent ant? It's crazy because I really don't know what else to say, but what the fuck? This definitely is not from this planet. It has to be one of E.T. little cousins or something taking a visit on planet Earth. Yep, it's either that or it's a new creature that has been spotted. If that's the case, I'm not surprised. Because every day now we have new creatures, specimens, and insects popping up every single day. Bro, this has to be some kind of diabolical, genetically spliced invention. Yep, my nigga Dr. Doofus have definitely been cooking up to the maximum capacity. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this crazy insectoid. Y'all heard about these Jack and the Beanstalk ass cucumbers? Yep, somebody definitely robbed a Nephilim garden and acquired these human-sized cucumbers. Yep, apparently they had these somewhere over there in China and Indonesia. They look like something straight out of a fairy tale movie. Literal human-sized cucumbers. Look how big they are. The thing is though, if we started to grow these all across the world, we could probably end world hunger. One of these cucumbers can literally feed the whole block. These cucumbers are so big that you can cut them in half and literally make a boat out of them. But this got me thinking though, are there other fruits and vegetables that are this size? Ginormous fruits and vegetables? Because literally, if we had gardens with giant fruit, that quite frankly could end world hunger. So y'all point the figure and show me where can I acquire one of these giant fruits and vegetables at? I'll let me know y'all thoughts down below.
Not only did those two astronauts allow Boeing to send them into space after 4 failed launches and all the problems that have been going on with Boeing alone, but they let them send them to the ISS space station knowing there's some shit up there. And now they're stuck and running out of air. I don't think anyone's talking about how they have to get air, you guys. And that's why they're like, oh, we don't know when they're coming home. It's indefinite. It's because they don't want them to come home. Y'all know what's at the International Space Station that I've been telling y'all about since last fucking year? And no one is even realizing it, but they're not up there alone. I can't say it, but I can show you the article. I told you guys that they were gonna go up there and get it back in April. I know, I told you that's how every movie starts and they weren't gonna leave it alone, and now look what they up there stuck with. Read it, because I'm not gonna say it, but read it. All right, there are 13 different types that have never been on Earth before, and it is isolated from the ISS, and it is still at the ISS and mutating. This was back in April. So what the fuck do you think is up there now? The ISS is a closed human-built environment, and they are unique areas that provide an extreme environment subject to microgravity, radiation, and elevated carbon dioxide levels. Any microorganism introduced to these areas must adapt and thrive. By delving into microbial dynamics in extreme environments, this research opened doors to effective preventative measures for astronauts' health. And the way that they get oxygen is like they run oxygen back and forth from Earth. It filters all this stuff. But if they can't get them up there, I fear we have a Titan submersible level fuck up, okay? This is a fuck up that if Boeing don't fix, they need to be under the jail. Because those astronauts are stuck up there. They don't have enough food, they don't have enough water, and they up there with something that's been cooking. I've seen this movie. Leave them there. Boeing did that on purpose, y'all. They did it on purpose, okay? For real, like, don't let them lie to you.
This is serious business right here.
Damn. They right here?
Yeah.
In this city?
They be walking around over there too.
You be showing to a lot of people?
Yeah, and then a lot of people been going inside because these people been on the loose right now.
We can't.
So you gotta watch out for these two, because at nighttime they'll take you.
They'll kill you?
Yeah, this one, especially this one. See how dark he is?
Oh my God.
He's like a donkey in the face, don't he? The police know about him?
Yeah. It's all been on the news and stuff.
Tony, come here. Real fast. Have you posted any stories that the people don't know?
That's what I'm trying to do. And look, like, these people are so dangerous. They work for the cartel. Like, the donkey man, like, you gotta watch out for him. It's real. It's getting bad out here. Like, especially, like, does this look scary to you? See?
Damn, man. So they don't come out every day, come out every night, you think?
I think so. Like, they be walking around the streets and shit.
But you won't know it until you pull up on it.
Yeah. You should.
But they ain't gonna come in somebody's face that a lot of people are.
Nah, not right now. Cause like usually they hide in the shadows and shit.
Look, have you seen these people, Tony?
Boy, just to show you, boy, hey, humans are delicate. Motherfuckers believe anything, man. We gotta raise those vibrations, man, because that right there crazy. You feel me? Like, I get it why some people believe in certain things. I get it. Like, you'll find your way out of it, or you process it and you get it that you might be wrong, nigga. Me too. I've been there, but I ain't never been there where you can show me a picture like that and oh, this is real. And this nigga's out here like, I gotta go in the house. There's a donkey man out. Like, nah, bro.
So check this out, y'all. It is getting so hot out there that the statue of Abraham Lincoln in Washington, D.C. is melting. Now, they are calling it the Headless Abraham Lincoln. Check this out.
First, we showed you this video of melting Abraham Lincoln over the weekend. The statue is an art installation by Sandy Williams IV, who has been making wax versions of historical monuments all along the East Coast for the past 4 years. Now, this model, based on the Lincoln Memorial, has been displayed on the lawn of Garrison Elementary School since February, but unfortunately, Lincoln couldn't take the heat and now looks like this. This is a live image right now with a headless Lincoln. Well, the statue was created with 10 wicks and intended to be burned slowly over time by visitors who were asked to light and then blow out the flame before leaving the site. The record warm weekend temperature was seemingly enough to leave Lincoln headless. I spoke to the artist just about an hour ago, and they told me the wax has a congealing point of 140 degrees, meaning it should have been able to handle the heat, but the hope is that this brings to light the urgency of our warming global temperatures.
Yeah, this heat is nothing to play with, you guys. Even the cicadas out here are barely chirping because of how hot it is, man. This is crazy. Standing out here, I'm literally sweating. But please do me a favor, like, comment, and share for more videos like this. And follow me on my new account. This is my new account now. As you know, my other one got banned. And you can still keep up with me with my YouTube and my Instagram, y'all. Especially on my YouTube. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in. Have y'all seen this new Apple Pay commercial yet? They're asking you guys, can you prepare for aliens with Apple Pay? Look at this. Like, literally telling you guys to stock up on food and water. Look at that, y'all, and gas. Look at all that toilet paper. Look at that, and they're telling y'all they come in peace. They're telling y'all they come in peace, and they told us in the Netflix series 3 Body Problem.
Chance of survival lies elsewhere. The moment we receive the invitation to your world, and they are on their way.
They're on their way.
If one of us survives, we all survive.
You'll welcome us, won't you? We can't wait to meet you.
You heard that? They can't wait to meet us. Man, I told y'all, they be telling us everything in these movies and these TV shows. This is a form of predictive programming. They're letting us know what's going on. This is universal law. They have to tell us without really telling us. So could this be the reason why the sky has been looking crazy lately? Clouds all over the sky, looking like closed ships all over the planet. Mexico, Australia, everywhere. I mean, look at this. Doesn't that seem like a giant closed ship to you guys? That's like a whole nother world, y'all. A whole nother world merging with ours. So yeah, y'all, I believe they're already here and they are disguising themselves amongst us. Remember what was on Fox News the other day? Crypto extraterrestrials, they are here amongst us. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations. During these interesting times, like, comment, and share for more videos like this, y'all. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Y'all see how they keep playing with us with the black eyes and shit? Like, look, well, we so desensitized to this stuff, man. It is what it is at this point. You show up with your black ass eyes. You not scaring nobody. None of that. We ready. But how y'all feel about it? I think I speak for we ready, because on this channel we don't live in fear. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna live in fear of nothing. We gonna stand up on something, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But at the end of the day, man. Y'all think they telling us something? Keep showing us the black-eyed people and stuff, and keep saying that something is coming. It's a ship coming. It's a planet. It's a solar system coming. It's an asteroid coming. It's everything coming at this point. We ain't scared. Let's keep going, though. They keep playing with our top, y'all. And this joint right here, this is that Supercell movie. This is that Supercell movie. We can't play the whole thing because they be copywriting. But the Supercell movie right here is crazy. It's a TV series. It's beautiful, man, and it's showing us get our powers and stuff like that, and what you will be capable of tapping into, you know. But then it also is showing me in the series that we're always stronger together when we all acting on one accord, on one mission for the better of us all. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to stick together, stop fighting amongst each other. And then what do you see in the eyeballs? What you see in the eyeballs, you see what? That flash, that solar radiation that's coming into the planet. That's why we're getting all these solar flares and everything else like that. Light code activation. Light code. It is what it is. We energy-based beings. Something is being changed. What? We're losing what? A neutron? What are we turning into? What is the junk DNA being waken up to do? It's not just junk DNA. Everything has a purpose. But hey, it is what it is. Now we got stuff like this walking around. Shit. They say it's out here in Arizona.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon Infinity.
We have an important recall to tell you about tonight. Yogi brand organic tea has recalled some of its Echinacea immune support tea, nearly 900,000 tea bags in all. The FDA says residue from pesticides has been detected in the product, which is sold in stores throughout the country.
How does this even happen, though?
Right.
Like, how does this pass quality control and not get caught at the factory? How? I don't get it. I'd be wondering that stuff to myself, like, bro, is quality control that bad?
Obviously.
I mean, I guess if Boeing doesn't take care of this shit, Yogi probably just like, I don't know. I feel like they be doing this shit on purpose, bro. That's just my conspiracy theory mind, because I don't be trusting big companies, bro. It's just weird. I'd be like, how, bro? How? You guys have quality control up the wazoo. How? Anyways, I feel like their new commercial should be, "Hi, thank you for buying Yogi Tea. We want to remind you that this summer and winter to boost your immune system by buying our Echinacea Immune Support Tea. We appreciate your business. And if free of charge, we like to throw in a gift. A side of pesticides to really bring in the flavor."
Fuck out of here.
Breaking news, a bridge in Sioux City in Iowa, South Dakota, as well as Nebraska just collapsed due to major flooding in the area. And this ain't the first bridge in the area that needs repair. Now this is a train bridge, and as you see, it's totally snapped in half and completely submerged in the water. Now luckily there was no train that was crossing at this time. Now this was in Spencer, Iowa yesterday. As you see the major flooding in the area, as you see people are in the area trying to check on anybody who could be trapped in their home. Now some of these areas had 15 inches of rain that dumped onto them in 2 days. But now let me go back to this. As you see, the red areas are bridges that are in need of repair and been there since 2022. And you'll sit there and go, wow, it's in the orange, but let me just show you the rest of the United States of how many bridge problems we have. Take care. God bless.
Seems like we about to be a third world country out this mud.
What's coming is going to be disastrous. I'm going to walk you through it. This tape was just released by the United States of the Saudis from 9/11, showing their involvement in what happened. You want to know why we haven't seen it until now? Because of the US petrodollar. So the reason that we are so wealthy is we made an agreement with in the 1970s with Saudi Arabia that if they would only trade in US currency, we would back them militarily, and they would only trade oil in US currency. So it has kept us wealthy and it has kept them safe. Well, now they do most of their deals in other countries. China, specifically, India, specifically, Russia. And they do more business there than here. So just a week or two ago, they decided they're not going to renew that agreement, which puts our entire economy at risk. And suddenly our government releases this tape. Why is that important? I just want you to understand what's happened in the past. There are a few countries that have refused to use US currency in the past. I'm going to name them for you. Iraq, Iran, Venezuela, North Korea, Afghanistan. Are those starting to sound familiar to you? And now Saudi Arabia has said they're not going to renew their deal with the United States, putting our entire economy at risk. And now this video surfaces from 20 years ago. Suddenly it appears, showing that they were involved in 9/11. Just understand what's coming. What's coming is a full-scale collapse of the US dollar, a full-scale collapse of the US economy. And we are headed into very dangerous territory, and what looks like they're setting up for another major war. But this time, it's not going to be these little wars that never reach the home front. I'm just telling you right now, they're moving into something very dangerous. You need to pray for this country, because I'll tell you this right now, the people at the top don't represent my Christian values. These are gangsters, and they've been using gangster tactics all these years to keep things under control, to keep us on top instead of doing it righteously. And now we're backed into a corner. And they're doing what gangsters do. They're putting all of us at risk. What's coming is going to be disastrous.
So everybody has been talking about this new series, Cracker. You can see the trailer on YouTube. Basically, the premise of the show, it's a modern day series where it's about where black people become slave owners and white people become the slaves. And it's, I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos of conservative white people that are super scared by this premise coming up, right? They're like, oh my God, what if this actually happens? This is going to cause a divide. Let me tell you something, white people. If you're scared by this premise, it's because you've been shitty to black people over the years. Because me, I'm not worried about this premise of this TV show at all. Because even if this did happen in real life and white people became slaves to black people, I know that I would get to be a house cracker. I would get to be like Samuel L. Jackson's character in the movie Django Unchained. Like a bunch of like the redneck Trump supporters would be out in the field picking cotton and shit, and I'd be in the house with a cane going like, well, we got ourselves another cracker. Like, I would be like the Uncle Ruckus of this movie if this movie came to real.
That's crazy, but look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't want a white slave. Like, white people be like the worst slaves ever. You feel me? And they know it. I got time to deal with that shit. Do it myself.
Mustard on a beat, how deep, bro. Any rap nigga, he a freak, though. Man down, color ember lamb. Tell him please, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me. Fuck them all in they mama. How many I really got?
Hey, academics trying not to burn bridges, y'all, right now. He trying not to burn bridges. He know he is not feeling that shit. He in his feelings about, Drake getting beat up. You feel me? But at the same time, he trying to save face. We know what it looked like when you just trying to, keep your career steady, you feel me? But bro, you ain't feeling this shit, bro. You are hot.
Too many options.
Hey, they said Drake dad follow you?
Who do?
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
Would you let
That's
Drake, would you let Drake like you?
That'll be something I can't confess. I mean, not confess, something I can't talk about because that'll be in the court.
The court. Drake.
What?
You're a victim?
No. Of course not.
Wait, so what you said about why you said it'll be in the court?
Because that'll be something.
Oh, you can't speak about it right now?
That I can't speak about, yeah.
I get it, y'all. For the smart asses in the comments, they keep saying that she doing a technique. I get it. I know it's a real technique that somebody invented to keep alert and see everything in the pool, right? Whatever happens is just being aware and just doing your fucking job and not turning into a damn robot. It's interesting, but she looking like a creative player. I've never went to a swimming pool and seen anybody do that. In the amount of time I've been on this planet, I've been on this planet for a little minute now. I've never seen it before. Y'all let me know if y'all seen it before. Take videos and share it on the internet. I've never seen other lifeguards do this. Ever. I didn't even see it. We didn't even see. Man, they would show that shit on Baywatch. They didn't.
Everybody is saying that the food tastes different and it's tasting weird. Let me tell you why the food is tasting different and tasting weird. Because they are literally feeding us to us. If you notice, there is no funeral homes. Not funeral homes. There's no new graveyards. As many people that pass away should be a graveyard in every single backyard. If you never tasted human flesh before, of course it's going to taste nasty to you. You're not used to that. That's why we're sick. Because they're feeding us to us. And they can't tell me different. Something is nasty in this food. Because I can literally just eat a bite and my stomach start hurting from eating certain foods. I am so done with meat. I'm done with a lot of things because not only are they putting it in our oils. So we're cooking with human fat. So of course we're going to be sick. We're only sick because they're feeding.
Look, niggas was like, hey, I don't eat meat no way, so I'm good. You be out here frying french fries and shit. You know, fried your french fries and some human fat. Now that sounds terrible, don't it?
Us.
Right when you thought you was out of the loop.
Us. We're not supposed to eat each other.
Nah, we ain't.
What do you think? Why do you think we don't feel well? They're sick. They got to get rid of these bodies somewhere. And have them go underneath the grid. You heard what the man said. We send them to factories. They grind y'all down and make beef and everything. Have you seen the hamburger meat? That don't even look like hamburger meat. That stuff looks so freaking weird. It smells weird. It smells spoiled before you cook it. Hamburger meat don't even look the same.
Hey, what's up, Johnny? It's crack, baby.
Okay, last night. Can you turn those lights off?
Which ones?
The ones that are keeping me awake at night?
Which ones? Johnny, I mean, the rope lights aren't keeping me awake. Listen,
What?
The rope lights. The rope lights, are they keeping you awake?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Keep them on till, 10 o'clock.
Johnny, we went through this before, sweetheart.
What?
We went through this before. With the rope lights, they're not in your window.
What?
The rope lights are not in your window.
Honey, I had to put pillows over my windows so I can sleep.
With those rope lights on, Johnny?
Yeah.
The cops came and they looked at the rope lights. They said they're not shining in your window. But I'll do you this. I will turn them off at 10 o'clock. Okay?
Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I got you.
I don't mean to be your neighbor, and I want you as my neighbor.
I got it, Johnny. Like I said, I just think you just need some company. And if I'm off and you ain't got nothing else to do, if you want to come on the patio, bring your bottle of wine, come chill with your boy, I got you. All right?
Okay.
All right. Love you, Johnny.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it, sweetheart. You're good.
Hey, whatever happened to a little bit of humanity? Sometimes that's all people need is just some kind words, somebody to talk to, because a lot of people, we're going through a lot of things, man, at every level. Everybody needs somebody to talk to, So, it's, the best thing you do for people sometimes is take out a little bit of your time and just sit down and just have a real conversation with somebody. That's why I enjoy this channel a lot. I appreciate y'all.
Alexa, how much was spent on Project Leviathan?
Project Leviathan was a costly endeavor, taking years to complete and requiring billions of dollars in funding. The project's scope and objectives encompassed a wide range of scientific and technological advancements, making it difficult to accurately estimate the total cost. However, it is clear that significant resources were dedicated to its realization.
Alexa, what was the purpose of Project Leviathan?
Project Leviathan was a secret government project aimed at creating super soldiers from various enhanced individuals, including mutants, metahumans, and Lightbringers. The project was later expanded to include Guardians and other enhanced humans, as well as aliens. The goal of the project was to create a highly advanced military force capable of combating various threats.
Alexa, what year was Project Leviathan?
The Leviathan project was demonstrated in 2014.
Ain't none of y'all niggas with me. I'm by my fucking self. Cause ain't none of y'all niggas stand up for me. And nobody stop. And shut up. Be quiet before you get
X out.
Hey, so y'all know how that dragon was. There was a photo circulating online that there was a dragon on the Empire State Building in New York City, and they're saying that it was to promote the movie The Game of Thrones. Go with me, follow me. Not only it was on the Empire State Building, but it was on the New York Stock Exchange building, on the Wall Street building. It was near Ground Zero. It was also on Rockefeller's Center, Grand Central Station, and the New York Nets ballpark of Citi Field. Now, first, we must understand that these elites, people in upper echelons, they don't just do stuff. I know we like to think, oh, it's just a movie promotion. Just like they was promoting that one movie with the robots. They were sending us a sign in. They telling us, putting it in our faces. They have to do that. It's not just about the movie, y'all. I'm telling you. So there has been images of dragons all through the restaurants, all through New York City. Now, there has been a lot of conversation. Remember, we've been talking about the water, how the water has been heating up and has been causing all of these storms, has been causing a lot of the earthquakes that we are experiencing. And in fact, people of the internet, the people who do research, have been saying that it could possibly be the Leviathan. What Leviathan is, according to the Bible, is a dragon who lives over the sources of the deep seas. Okay. Now, I personally think, and these are just my ideas, what we call conspiracy, as y'all call it, but go with me. Revelation 13, 1 through the 10th chapter. I may just read only one verse. And the dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. He had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on his horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. So basically, this whole scripture is talking about the beast out of the sea, and then it goes on to talk about the beast out of the earth. Now, we do know that the Bible is particularly talking about the beast that is coming to the world, basically. This passage, what we see is the first beast, because the Bible outlines 2 different beasts, okay? The first beast, interpreted as the Antichrist, rises out of the sea and is giving authority and power by the dragon. Go with me. John saw a vision. If you read the story, John saw a vision of a dragon threatening a woman and her child. And in the story, this symbolizes Satan's attempt to destroy the Lord's church and its faithful members. John describes 2 beasts. The first beast I just talked about, and that was the one with the 7 heads, and another that springs from the earth and empowers the bigger beast. Are y'all following me? I don't care what nobody say. The amount of dragons that is parading over these specific buildings. Did y'all hear the buildings that I named? These are important, prestigious buildings. Can't nobody change my mind that this is a sign and a symbolism of what is coming. Y'all can't change my mind on that. God is so cold, because when I first seen that it was on that building, I'm like, that's just strange. I get it's a movie. I understand it. But y'all went to the extreme for this movie. That is extreme. What is really going on? Then to research and find out that this dragon is parading around New York, and that's why New York is under the spell that it's under now. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all want to know why so much destruction and so many things and plagues have hit New York terrible the way it is? It is called judgment. New York is under judgment, and I can't go no further, because every time I talk about New York, something happens. But New York is experiencing judgment, and it will continue to experience judgment. This dragon situation is a sign and a symbol. Remember, I thought about all the pastors that are coming out and taking these sabbaticals, and all of these different pastors that things that have happened years. I'm talking about this stuff has happened. Their sins have been years ago, 30, 20. It don't matter. It's sin to sin. But now it's coming to the forefront. Now it's being exposed. Let me go back to it. Remember what John said. John said that this attempt is to destroy the Lord's church and its faithful members. Y'all, everything that has happened is so prophetic, and we don't even be seeing it. This blew me. I said, Lord, not you showing me some tea. I'll take this information and do with it what you will. But these dragons that y'all see, it ain't a movie. Oh, it is a movie. It's about to be a movie. It is a movie. It's about to be a real good movie, too. I believe these people is telling us to prepare for the beast, and the beast is coming. I believe these people is telling us what's coming to the church. I believe everything that is happening is a prophetic season. And God is in control. We know that. He's in control. But these people in the New Yorks, it's going to be judgment. That's why they got wiped out with COVID like they did. As I close, saints, and to my ain'ts, no God, no the Lord, no the Jesus, the God of the Bible. Y'all, God is not playing with us in this hour. There are signs everywhere. God is speaking to his people, and he's showing us. Although these people are meaning these things for evil and demonic ploys to God's people, know that God still sits on the throne, and he is still in control, no matter what these people in upper echelons, the big wigs, what they have going on. God is still in control. He has everything planned out, mapped out prophetically according to his calendar. Ooh, it's about to be a mess. Y'all think this was about the Game of Thrones, the movie, or whatever it was? Wait till God get done with this movie. That's funny to me. That's the video.
So this heat wave has gotten so bad that they gotten Bill Nye the Science Guy to come speak on this matter at hand. And Bill Nye says, you better get ready because this is the new norm. And he wants us to come together to do something about it. But it's like, we're in this just as much as you guys. Like, what can we do about it, y'all? But check this out.
Life-threatening heat across the country. More than 127 million Americans are on alert.
And it's just the beginning of what will be a sweltering stretch.
Even right now, while we're standing in the shade, it's hard to find somewhere comfortable to get away from all of the heat.
Yeah, Scott, it is a scorcher once again. I-95 bakes today. We're talking 4 out of 4 on the scale that we use to measure extreme heat.
Some of the coverage across the country of the scorching summer heat hitting the nation. For more on what's driving the extreme weather and whether the new normal is with us now, I'm joined by science educator Bill Nye. Good morning, Bill. It's so great to have you with us this morning. There are very few people watching us this morning who aren't experiencing sweltering heat. The same is happening around the world. Flooding, wildfires. Give us your read on that.
Bro, he got to start turning his goddamn background music down.
Is this the new normal?
It's the beginning of the new normal, with respect. So the latest research is that there's not a turning point or a tipping point or a knee in the curve. It's just going to get hotter and hotter and worse and more extreme. So this is a taste of the normal of the future, unless we, humankind, get to work and address it.
And let's talk about that. Our Ginger Z talks about climate change a lot, global warming. What do we need to do right now, in your view?
Well, there's two things, everybody. I say this all the time. The first thing is talk about climate change. If we were talking with our families and friends and people we vote for about climate change, we'd be much more inclined to do something about it. And then the other thing I always say is vote. So we have a situation right now here in the United States where one side, one political party, isn't acknowledging the problem, let alone coming up with a plan to do something about it. Furthermore, the other side is kowtowing, is doing what the fossil fuel industry wants to do. And as Upton Sinclair said, it's hard for a man to change his mind when his income depends on not changing his mind. So everybody, we have a situation now where El Nino is giving way to La Nina, where there's a cooling in the Pacific Ocean, which strangely enough leads to more hurricanes because there's less vertical shear, as we say, in the Atlantic. And furthermore, the Atlantic is especially warm. Now, all this heat that we've trapped in the atmosphere has worked its way into the ocean. So we have a situation where we're going to have this extreme heat and these crazy heat domes, these high pressure systems that don't move, and there are no clouds to reflect sunlight into space. They just get hotter and hotter. And then we're having these extreme weather events, big rain and wind coming in from the southeast to North America. So this is everything going the wrong way at once. What we have to do, everybody, is stop putting carbon dioxide, methane in the atmosphere.
You heard what he said, right? This is the new normal, and there is no turning point. Like, there is no going back to cooler days. This is why last year we only experienced like a week or two of winter. And furthermore, he goes to say, stop putting carbon monoxide, methane in the atmosphere, when like we go through this change. This is cyclical. This is nothing new. Just the saying goes, nothing new under the sun. Like, this is a cyclical change that we are going through. They want to keep blaming humans for a change that the earth goes through every 12,000 years, 24,000 years, whatever you want to call it. And instead of saying this is an act of nature, again, they're going to try to keep blaming us for what's going on the planet. But we can't do nothing about it. We're literally in this just as much as they are. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. You know, once they bring Bill Nye into the mix, it's real. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
You want to know something that's crazy to me about that is the way that they speak about these things. They speak about it as if we were just on the ball and we ain't trapped inside this mug, then the gases can go up and eventually go out of space or something like that, right? I don't know. I'm just saying. But the way that these conversations are being had, it sounds to me like we're trapped inside of a goddamn bubble, y'all. But a lot of us already, like, we already know that. But it's just crazy to think about, man, that they think that you are so stupid where you can't think for yourselves. You know, we can see what the facts are. You don't jump up off the ground and then you're like fucking 100 feet down the street because the earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, pretty much. I'm just giving out numbers, but you get what I'm saying. It's insane, but yo, yeah, let me know how y'all feel about it, man. We're trapped in here. The earth definitely goes through different changes and depend on a lot of different factors. I ain't doing all that right now, but it's very interesting. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. Do you think it's from us releasing the gases? I think it could have something to do with that because we're encased inside of a dome. And on top of that, we are definitely going through natural changes that was going to happen anyway. We got to get it together.
So-called Black American people.
What was that?
The Olmec are the so-called Black Americans.
No, they were not black. That's a misconception that you guys keep pushing.
They're still recognized by the United Nations today, sir.
The Olmecs were not black. Nah, they didn't come from Africa. Where are your proofs, man? You saying that the Native Americans were originally black people and this and that, but you don't really have proof of it.
He's about to show you right now.
My brother, I do have the proof. You staggered into the right place today, buddy. Like I said, the ARNA, Aboriginal Law Firm.org shows you that is a nation, not a .com. It is the home of the Shi-Aru tribal governance and its news services products. We stand for the indigenous governance of the so-called African American, who are really indigenous Americans. What do you got to say about that, sir?
Well, I gotta look into that website and see if it's, you know, legit or not. But I mean, come on.
It's legit. They're recognized by the United Nations. They kicked out the mayor because we have land patents, not reservation land. We actually own the land here. And you see right here, the Shi'amaru are historically called the Olmec. We are the oldest indigenous civilization. See, when you don't build buildings and you don't create crops and do farming, you are not a civilization, you are savage. You see, in the Americas, we are the pyramid and mound building civilization. See, you need to be able to build pyramids and buildings for you to be a civilization.
Message.
I ain't gonna lie to you, this is a hard economy to not do drugs in. Because you know what's cheaper than 3 days worth of food? Getting a bag of dope and not eating for a week. And then while you're on the shit, you always come up with some fantastic idea to make money. Always. I knew one old boy that used to take pieces of cedar and make homemade lamps. Sold the shit out of them. He'd just stay up all night and make lamps out of pieces of cedar. Wasn't a speck of food in his house, never was, but you know what? You didn't need it. Now 2.5 years out after getting clean, man, I can't stop eating. I'm hungry all the time. It's so expensive. I'm getting so fat. My blood pressure is high. All I can think about is pizza. I just want pizza all the time. And damn you, Hunt Brothers, for making delicious pizza so fucking accessible. I can go that way, or I can go that way, or I can go that way. In any of them directions. Within 15 minutes, I have a crispy, fresh pizza for a very reasonable price, and a man can't lose weight like that.
They give us that food, man. You see what happens to us, man. We get very unhealthy. And I'm speaking about most of us. We just, you know, we're getting hip and we're starting to change our diets and eating a lot better. That's why these videos is in here. People sending it because, you know, the message is not getting to everybody. But one thing to my people out here, man, we can have these discussions, but one thing we can't do is change somebody's mind that's stuck in their ways. You know, we got to give them time to grow into that. But for them, it might be too late. And you never know when you're saving your life, changing up your habits, you know, because you might be on the verge of your body creating cells that goes against your body and can unalive you. But if you change that, you know, you might not ever see that show up in your blood work in, you know, the hospital and anything else like that, because you were having, you know, a revelation. You were having a change. You were changing your diets and your habits, and it helped out your body. You know, you never know. So we just try to do the best we can. But shout out to the people that's, you know, waking up every day and changing.
There's water in the bottom of the boat on that side. Oh my God.
Oh, heck. Look at get Granny. Oh, you going in that water, Granny? How?
Oh my God.
That's why I don't mess with them boats in the water. Stuff like that.
It took us to a whole nother dimension. Nigga, ain't nobody got no money. Seems like, boy, when I come home, nigga, I'll be like, God damn, homie, everybody's struggling. You talking about inflation? Gas, eggs done went to $12, milk $10. The prices done went up, and then the value of the dollar is going down.
Yeah,
so you get
yeah.
less for your bucks. And then, nigga, between Amazon monopolizing the trucking industry, Amazon coming with the warehouse job, monopolizing warehouse working. Nigga, where else can you hustle at? What hustle? Everybody selling clothes, Everybody making their own dope. So dope ain't really sitting like that no more. Everybody got weed. Nigga have to find a gift and a talent. Nigga gotta have a business idea. Nigga hustling, that's a day-by-day job. Nigga hustling, man, I'm hustling. Nigga gotta invest. Man, nigga gotta have something in place that's working. Some residuals, some passive income. Fuck hustling. The days of hustling is over, homie. If you ain't hustling no business, what you hustling? What benefits do your hustle provide other than just taking care of the bills? So nigga, you gotta have a job and a hustle. I think America is falling. Like Babylon. Yeah, I think America's falling, my nigga.
Here's a video of the sun again. There's going to be two videos here. One's going to be zoomed in a little bit more and enhanced. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I really don't get it. Honestly, I don't. I know what a lens flare is. That is not the freaking sun. Something's going on in this world right now. Something is happening. This is no way this is a coincidence. No way. Anyways, there's two videos. I enhanced the second one a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going out tonight. We'll be doing some videos and stuff for you guys. Please subscribe and view. Okay, thank you.
Airplanes would never reach their destination flying east. We can go home on this one right here. See, Miss Mary, they say that Earth moving 1,000 miles. All right? I'm trying to go to Florida, Miami. All right? Miami is east. All right? And this thing is rolling, y'all. The Earth is moving west to east, they say. Now, if I get in a plane up, Miami is running from me because it's spinning. How fast is it spinning? 1,000 miles. Now, watch this, math students. How fast would my plane have to go to catch Miami if Miami was going 1,000 miles? All right, I'm not gonna put a time variation on that. Let's just put it like that. At the least, I'd have to be going 1,020, 1,001. Guess how many miles per hour planes travel? 550 miles per hour. Give or take. So if the Earth is spinning 1,000, Miami is moving 1,000, and I'm going 550. You are never gonna get there. This thing could be spinning 1,000 miles per hour, and we don't feel it. Well, it's not only spinning. Watch this. While it's spinning 1,000 miles an hour, they tell us that it's orbiting the sun at 65,000 miles per hour. So we're going 1,000 miles in a circle like that, and then 65,000 miles around the sun. Yeah. Now wait, I got a question for you. Can you feel it? Now, how much faith does that take to believe? I can't see it, I can't feel it, but I still. You ever went 100 miles per hour in a car? That's what I'm saying. Can you feel that you're going 100 miles per hour? So that's what science says. Pretty ridiculous. What does the Bible say? Because this is where the rubber meets the road. Whether you think that is ludicrous or not, and you trust in these men. Look, you could trust in them. Neil deGrasse, you could trust in all of them. You could shine their shoes, kiss their feet. But what happens when I tell you that God says the exact opposite? This is what they say, but this is what God says. 1 Chronicles 16:30. Fear before him, all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. It don't move. It's fixed. Is it going 1,000 miles? Is it circling the sun 65,000 miles? Because if it is and you believe that, you don't believe God. Let's go look Psalm 96:10. Say among the heathen, because that's who's giving it to us, that the Lord reigneth. He reigns. The Lord also shall be what? Established, that it shall not what? Be moved. Is it going 1,000 miles? Psalm 93:1. The Lord reigneth. He's clothed in majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength. Wherewith he had girded himself. The world is established 3 times, that it cannot be moved. Come home. Come home to God. Come home to creation. They lied to us, y'all. They say that the sun is fixed and the earth is orbiting. But you got to understand the Luciferian. You got to understand the secret societies. They say that up is down and down is up. Everything is backward. The earth is not moving. The earth is fixed. The sun is not still. The sun is moving. Pastor, this is blowing my mind. All of my 6th grade education is out the window. Welcome to Philadelphia Christian Church.
Look, y'all, everything ain't what it seems. And that gets me sometimes, too, about people that, you know, depend on the Bible for everything. And I get it. I've read the Bible many times, but you know, you meet certain people, it just blows my mind. You know, they believe everything about God, but they don't. But they believe these school teachers when they say the exact contradiction that it says in your Bible. But you supposed to be like believing in God and like God's word, right? But all of a sudden you set tripping because these people right here that are trying to manipulate you told you something different. But it just blows my mind sometimes, man. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. I love seeing y'all different theories, y'all different ideas. This is a safe place to express yourself. As long as you're not being disrespectful and vulgar to people, we're good. You know what I'm saying? It's a safe place for you to like meet like-minded people and have dope conversations, you know, in life, you know. So I appreciate y'all for locking in, tuning in with your boy. I see you on the next video, and like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. I love you guys. I see you on the next video, and I'm out though. Bye.